Morning, it's so good to see you, and I want to let you know that the e-myth came in my mail this weekend, and I just read the first chapter, so I'm so excited to get through the whole thing, and I want to thank you for being so consistently a raving fan of that book, because I really look forward to helping it change the organization that I'm in right now.
Oh, awesome. It's so simple and still as relevant as it was 30 years ago. Just keeps coming back to the basics, doesn't it? So, defeating or overcoming disempowering beliefs, I'll just start out and again just reiterate exactly what Tony was saying earlier. Well, what everybody's been saying about, who you hang around. Man, I'm telling you guys right now, go to that share and every single day come in here and share this thing everywhere. It is hanging out in this room. I mean, don't think for a second that everybody up here on the stage we get a free pass and we get to skip over the disempowering stuff and we just wake up with power every day. It is hanging out in this room, getting that. I call it my mojo morning. This is where I get my mojo for the day, and it does refocus me from everything that I had the day before, or no matter how I woke up that day. So I was just going to throw a couple of words out there that I think show up as disempowering words, and when these show up in your life, when they show up a lot, it could be your belief around that, right? An easy one for a coach is the word try, right? So there is no try, there is do. But really, if that's showing up and you hear yourself say the word try a lot, who do you need to become when you say try next? Who do you need to become to be the person that doesn't say try but did, to do that? So, and Yulise was talking about that, finding those role models to be around. Um, yeah, another one is your life is just a default, or it's just set, right? You can actually design whatever life you want. You have power to design it. And you just get with intention, you hang out in this room, you find your role models. And the biggest thing here to overcome disempowering beliefs is to take action. Take action that you haven't done before and just do it. And then the other one is reasons. Like there's going to be plenty of reasons why this doesn't happen or reasons why. And that I come back to this all the time. It's a thing that I share, and it's probably one of my core beliefs is that if you can do anything at all to change something that's happening, if there's anything that you can possibly do to talk to somebody, to get them to make a different decision, to actually take action. Like a lot of times, here's an easy one. I don't know why this just popped in my head, but homeowners associations. Oh my gosh, if you are whining and complaining about a homeowners association, can you get on the board? Can you actually run and get on the board and make those changes while you're in there? Or, is it just, that's a reason why we can't do it because they said we can't. So take action and make things change. My big one that I'm personally on right now is time. There's just not enough time. My belief is stuff comes in, and this is my conversation I have with myself every day. Stuff's just coming in faster than I can process it. So that pile on my desk is, I mean, it's just what it is. It's coming in faster than I can process it. Well, no, it's not. Well, I mean, it is coming faster. That's my belief I'm stuck in right now. That's why I'm in this room listening right now today. And it is about, well, there just needs to be a different way of processing it. My method of processing it right now is I have two piles. The one pile is like, I don't really need that right now. The other pile is, oh man, I can tell you what the 17th and the 28th piece of paper is down inside that pile. I know exactly what it is, and these are the things that have to get done. And what I have to do is take action on a different system for processing it. And Michelle and I both have delved into David Allen's Getting Things Done book pretty heavily. And I don't know anybody else. If anybody else has, they may have. Oh, I had a poor connection there for a minute. And it's about putting those systems in place. Guys, I read that book 10 years ago, and I have yet to get it all 100% in place. However, the pieces that I have put in place, man, my calendar, if you feel like your calendar is out of control, I did get that piece in place. I put people only appointments on my calendar, and I feel like I've got control of that. Now it's just processing the piles. So that's where I am today. Thank you guys so much. I've been taking notes like crazy. So you guys are helping me get over or break through my disempowering belief that things just come in faster than I can process them.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for that, Brad. And you know what it is? It's a concept, like, because sometimes don't we feel like that's a feeling of overwhelm? And then as soon as we start to feel, quote unquote, I'm going to use that specific word, overwhelm, many of us shut down. And part of that's our biology, because it's like when we have stress, our biology wants to kind of like shut things down so we don't make a silly mistake. But then the problem is we're not making any mistakes, or any winning formulas. And so, having structures and systems is definitely key. And you're like our Superman on that subject. And so I want to say thank you for being you. And the other thing I wanted to bring up really quickly before I move over to Garth, who's our man of the hour, is that Glenn, if he were here, he'd be talking about how we limit ourselves in our words, and our language creates our reality. And one of the things he says is when you think something's outside of you, then you simply change the language. So, let's say you don't feel like you're confident. Then what you would do is say, it's my nature to be confident, as if it's already happening and it's already within you, because the truth is, if you really look at it, everything is already within us, especially if we live in, perish by the thought that, our thoughts create our reality. That how we see the world is our own unique perspective, our own movie, if you will. And so when you catch yourself making statements, hard and true, about yourself that are of limit, think about a way of being that you want to participate in life, and name it by saying, it's my nature to be loving if you typically are frustrated or angry. It's my nature to be intelligent if you think that you're limiting yourself with words of consequence like I'm stupid, right? Change the framing. So I wanted to put that in there because he's not here, and I know if he was, he would.